All right, guys. Welcome to our Wednesday call, the last call of 2020. I tell you, it's been a crazy adventure with 2020. Never could have predicted a year like this. But I tell you what, for those of you that are in PGI, this is going to be absolutely insane. And as I was talking to Richard before I hit record, that we're just getting started with PGI. We're 10% in with about what PGI is about to do, and I'll kind of jump ahead where I was going. So I'm going to bring Richard on first because he's got to run. But PGI, I don't know if you guys were on the call 2 weeks ago, but PGI is going to have a car dealership division, an exotic car dealership division. They're going to have a real estate division. They're going to have a marketplace. And let me do this. Let me mute everybody first because I forgot to do that. Okay. They're going to have a real estate division. They're going to have a marketplace division, very similar to Amazon. They're going to have the education, which they currently have right now, blockchain. They're going to be adding to that. RV wants to add not just blockchain education, but education for just about anything out there that you want to be educated on. Then, of course, we're going to have the trading, which we still have. But in addition to what we currently have with the arbitrage, we are adding the hedge fund trading in the first quarter of 2021. And that's going to be more geared towards the United States. It's going to be a hedge fund trading, the hedge funds with crypto, with Bitcoin. Absolutely crazy. Bitcoin was $28,000 and change this morning. Experts are saying that it's going to hit up in the upwards of 300,000. So what I tell people when I talk to them, the first misconception people think is, "Oh, I missed the boat. Bitcoin's at 28,000. Last time you talked to me, or last time I checked, it was 4,000 or 6,000. Oh man, I missed the boat. I can't make money." You've got to squash that very quickly. Say, listen, PGI, you make money whether Bitcoin is up or down. That's what's the beauty about PGI Global. And let them know experts are saying Bitcoin's going to be well over $100,000. So when you put that in perspective, then they think, well, shoot, maybe I haven't missed the boat. So that's also PGI has a product division, which they currently have. They have some drinks and some multivitamins and things like that, and all using Bitcoin. That's very, very important. All of those, buying a house with Bitcoin, buying an exotic car with Bitcoin. And how cool is this? I don't have confirmation on this, but I can say with confidence that someone buys a house underneath you, you're going to get volume points for that $400,000 house or whatever it is. You're going to get $400,000 of volume points underneath you. So that's absolutely crazy when you think of the big picture about that. RB wants PGI Global to encompass every aspect of life except groceries and some gasoline. Well, you never know, but he's not getting into that aspect of life, so per se. But he wants PGI to be kind of a one-stop shop for just about everything. So I know that Richard's, I'm going to kind of do things a little backwards, but I want to bring on Richard Marks here because he so graciously, he's traveling on this holiday season, and he so graciously said, yes, I'll come on the call. So he's a huge team player. That's what I love about Richard Marks. We've been working together for about 6 or 7 years, and I'm just absolutely blessed to have him on our team. So he's going to give everyone a bit of knowledge right now. So Richard, I am going to, it says ask to unmute. So unmute, there you go. You're unmuted. Richard, take it away.
Okay. Can you hear me, Dane?
Yes, I can.
Awesome. Well, coming from sunny Florida, it's been the 70s here. The rest of the country is freezing, but we did have like 3 nights a week ago that were 34, 30, and 34. Killed a lot of plants in my garden, but never mind. So And I actually saw an article somewhere that something like 70% of the 42 million people that are leaving 5 states are coming to Florida and Texas. I don't know where we're going to fit them all, but anyway, that's by the by. Anyway, I am having so much fun with PGI, and I'm not a newbie. I've been around for 40 years in network marketing, as well as direct sales and financial products. I have never seen anything that has this great an appeal and this big a scope of the vision of where they're going. I mean, it's almost beyond comprehension. Like Dane said, we haven't even started yet. We haven't even scratched the surface. But we've quite a few of my leaders have already got kind of foundations for building very substantial binary teams. And a lot of people, they're not familiar with the binary, or even if you are, it's got a bad rap through the past because people have, I think, have worked it wrongly. And the big leaders tend to want to get in a power leg and not have to work the power leg, just work the pay leg. It's understandable. They want to get paid. But I have developed a strategy over the last 4 or 5 years. I've built 2 or 3 very, very large binaries. I've made massive amounts of money. I've actually passed up most of my sponsors in the binaries I was in. Because here's what I teach. I do have a visual on this. I'll do that next time, Dane, if that's all right with you.
Sure.
But I'll do it in words. And the vision, the strategy is basically when you get a brand new person, I don't care whether they're a monster networker or a brand newbie that's never done it before, I just tell them, look, you want to get 2 legs going. Don't worry about power leg spillover, all that stuff. It's nice. It's a bonus if you get it, but don't count on it. The best thing you can do is to build 2 very strong legs into momentum, and all your team members will love you. They'll get all the spillover. Don't worry if you get me from above, all right? And I learned that probably 9 years ago on one of my very first MLMs in the U.S. I did quite a few in New Zealand, but my first one in the U.S. was a local ad link. And there was a gentleman named Eric Rodan who had made it very big in one of the telecom deals. And we had a room full of people and said, listen, I'm going to teach you something that really will change your attitude about MLM, or especially about binaries. He said, the best thing you can possibly do is build 2 strong legs, build both sides, get massive spillover for all your team leaders and all your members, and they'll love you. I took that to heart, and we started doing that, and that's it. It's like the rest is history, so they say. So here's the deal. To get a leader is someone who's at least qualified with a left and a right, paid, and is building. In other words, under that left and right, you're putting more people left and more people right. So my policy is to build left, right, left, right, left, right. You don't necessarily have to do alternate. You can do 3 left and 3 right, but you're going to balance your left and right leg from the ones you put in, not from your team leg, all right? Until you get 3 leaders on the left and 3 leaders on the right. Now, if you do the same thing and you teach that to your leaders to duplicate, those 3 are going to get 3 left, 3 right. That's builders, not just, you might take 9 or 10 or 12 people to get 3 builders. And then every one of those builders is going to do the same thing, 3 left, 3 right builders. And before you know it, both your legs will be in so much momentum, you'll won't know which one's your strong leg. I promise you. And the momentum, it's very exciting. And here's a little, just a tip. If you are already in a leg that's really building, and it's a power leg, and it's people are coming from above and spill over, the tendency is just to want to build your pay leg. I understand that. Right? But think about this. If you put someone on your pay leg, the only one really working them is you and them. You put someone on your power leg, right, then the whole team above is building that leg down. It might take a little while to get that sinking in and get the momentum. I just want to give my hats off to Matt Sistrunk. He's learned this from me earlier in other binaries that we've done, and he is just going to town. He's building both sides, and congratulations, Matt. I hope you're on the call here. He's in El Paso, and
he is.
He's got some amazing people
Thanks,
on board,
Richard.
amazing leaders. Yeah, Matt. Say hello, Matt.
Hello, everybody, and good to see a lot of my team on the call. Thank you, everyone. Appreciate it.
Yeah, Matt, I got your email. I with your downline. That was pretty impressive. So I'll make sure I'll add them.
Cool. So I'll show the visual on that next time. But when you think about it, if you take a left team and a right team and you draw a line down the middle, okay, everything on the right is on your right team. You'll have a leader maybe 5 or 10 down, and he's got a left leg and a right leg, but that's all on your right side. So if you get each leader doing 3-3, 3-3, 3-3, you're going to have so many people on the right, so many people on the left. It goes into momentum, and you will just not believe the fun and the excitement and the income you're going to make. So one other tip there is I treat every person who comes in, no matter where they are, left or right, power leg or other leg, I treat them like they're my own personal. Get to know them, get a relationship going. If they're a builder and they're really going to commit and get serious, I want to know them. I want to know who they are, what their goals are, work with them very closely. You know what I promise my people? Say, listen, my goal is to help you find 3 leaders under you and do the same with each of them. And that generates not just momentum, it generates longevity. So if people quit or drop out or whatever, it's not going to affect it because you've got leaders under leaders under leaders. So that's my tip. And like I said, I'm having a ball. I'm making the best money I've made in about 3 years already. And I look forward to seeing you all at some of the conferences in the future.
Awesome. Thank you, Richard. Drive safe, get back on the road, and Happy New Year, brother. Appreciate you coming on. Okay, so let me get back to what I was going to start saying. First of all, I want everyone to notice the shirt I'm wearing. You guys see that? Look at that. It says, I make money with Bitcoin, ask me how.
I want one.
And then the back, right here. The back has the Bitcoin logo. And you can thank Lynn Nicely for helping put all that together. I'm not sure if he's on the call, but he's great. His specialty is marketing and you're getting products and working on the computer and stuff like that. So if anyone wants the marketing things that I talk about towards the end of the call, just send me an email. If you want to look, in fact, I want everyone to glance over to the chat. If you click the chat button at the very bottom, you'll see. I want everyone to copy that if you don't have it again. These are the corporate calls that are every single day. And then the Super Saturday. I want everybody to be on that Super Saturday call this Saturday. It's going to be huge. It's the very first call of 2021. RV is going to be on it. He's going to have a lot of great information. So you got to register for it at pgiofficial.com/meetup. And it gives you the times and it gives you reminders. I believe it's still at 3 o'clock, around 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. But they'll send you, please go there and register. You don't want to miss it this Saturday, all right? So please do that. If you scroll down again, you see my email address. So that is the email that you want to send me if you're interested in some marketing materials. I'm going to talk about the vanity phone number that I just bought. There's the texting platform, FunWise, and everything. So all that's there in the chat. If you just want to go to the chat, you guys can see that. If someone can just text back to the chat that you see that, because I just got notification from someone that they're not seeing anything. So does everybody see the chat? Okay. Yes, Dawn, you see it? Okay, good. Let's see. That's weird because some people see it. Marty sees it. I'm wondering if you guys are looking at something wrong or not, but some people are seeing it and others aren't. So I've got it sent to everyone. So let me do this. Let me copy it and send it again. I will, and then hopefully people will get it. Let me copy my address, paste it again, and then let me copy this. Bear with me just a second. Give me, oh wait, whoa. Everyone. Okay. Okay, good. Now you see it. Now here it is. Okay, good. All right, good. So hopefully everyone sees it. I do see people are saying I see it now. I see it now. That's good. Okay, good. Perfect. Now, as I was saying, I was reading the 21 Indispensable Qualities of a Leader by John Maxwell. A couple things that he said really stuck out to me, and one of them is the only way to succeed is to double your failure rate. So think about that. The only way to succeed is to double your failure rate. And I've, prime example, Richard Marks, I don't know whether I'm sure he's still listening, but that guy is a machine. And, other companies that other businesses we've been in, he's had thousands of people in his downline and has personally sponsored hundreds of people. Dr. Marty Monahan, I talked to him yesterday. He has sponsored 66 people so far. And you think, golly, does it come that easy for them? Some yes, others no. I can't tell you. If I were to ask Richard how many no's he got before he brought, or even Dr. Marty, he has 66. How many no's he received? It would probably be in the hundreds, I would imagine. So you just got to keep pushing forward. Richard Marx talks about continually reaching out to people and things like that. And I think it's like on the fourth or fifth touch, or he used some other term, I forgot what it was, but the fourth or fifth time reaching out to them is when you will capture their business. So you just have to keep going and keep going. Another one says, even the right decision is the wrong decision if the timing is off. So again, it's all about timing. Just because you reached out to someone last month or last year about an opportunity and they said, nope, I'm not interested, you never know. Timing. The timing was bad then. Reach back out to them about this, because we are blessing people. This is not your typical network marketing company where we're talking them into being a rep. We're blessing people, so we've got to kind of change the dynamic, so to speak. The third and final quote that I wanted to say is, everyone has a great idea in the shower, but do you stop and get out, dry off, and do something about it? Are you proactive? Do you do that? I'm also reading another book called The Mindset, and there are two different types of mindsets: the fixed mindset and the growth mindset. Obviously, the fixed mindset are those that are set in their ways. They never want to hear anything. It's one way or the other. It's black and white. It's this and that. And then the growth mindset. You're open for discussion. You're open-minded. You're willing to look at things and see if they make sense and whatnot. So just try to classify which one are you. And I guess you can be a little bit of both. I believe I'm a little bit of both, because I'm closed-minded on certain things with like my beliefs and what I believe in the scriptures and things like that. But then other things, I'm open for discussion. I'm open-minded. And so I guess you can be a little bit of both. But those are really two good books that I'm reading that are pretty good. I put the corporate calls up there. Please be on the call this Saturday. It's going to be a great call. Now, I do want to address a certain thing with issues, all right? These are some of the issues that I'm seeing people have, is that they're not receiving their confirmation emails. They might do a withdrawal, but they don't receive the confirmation email. And so with that, there's a couple things. Please make sure you check your spam, you check your primary, and you check your promotions. Also, what I would recommend is in Google, there's a little question box that you can click on, and you can type in PGI in that question box, and it will bring every email that you've received from PGI up to the forefront. And so if you still don't see it there have been some hiccups where that has happened. I think it's more of a Google issue than a PGI issue, because people are able to log into their account. They have to go back to their email and type in the 6-digit code. And then when they're in their account, they do a withdrawal. And to confirm their withdrawal, they don't get the confirmation code. So there's something, before you get upset and angry and stuff about PGI, I'm pretty certain that is a Google issue. So the only thing you can do, and here's what I want to address. And also I'm going to address this now, people getting paid late. All right, some people are like, it's been 5 days, it's been 6 days. Again, that's normally a blockchain issue. And depending upon how crowded the blockchain is, and again, I don't know all the details that go into it. Just please rest assured, you will get paid with PGI. Typically, you do a withdrawal on Monday. I've gotten paid as early as Wednesday and as late as Saturday. We've had some people that didn't get paid until the following Monday morning. So that was 7 days. So, or 6 days. So please don't get upset with PGI. PGI is doing their job. They were a small company that just grew so fast. We're trading with about 168 million dollars in Bitcoin right now. So the company is soon to be a multi-billion-dollar company. We're only 10 months old right now, 10 and a half months old. So just please be patient. It is the growing pains with a new company. You will get paid. So please, I get my phone blows up. Hey, I haven't been paid. It's Thursday. Just little tiny things like that. Just be patient, please. And then as far as issues about the emails, what I recommend is hopefully everyone has received the welcome email from our team. I did a welcome email. Everyone should have it. If you have not received a welcome email, you need to reach out to your sponsor as soon as we get off this call and say, please send me the welcome email. If your sponsor for some reason doesn't have it, have them reach out to me and I'll send it to them. But you want the welcome email because it has all of the email addresses to if there's a withdrawal issue, if there's a payment issue, if there's an activation issue, things like that. All that's in the email with a whole bunch of other stuff. So you want that welcome email. And so what I recommend is immediately sending a support ticket. Now, I've never had an issue with support. Support's normal. They've always replied. Sometimes it takes 2 days. Sometimes it's been as long as 3 days, just depending upon how swamped they get. And what we don't want is we don't want everyone to do a support ticket and then the next day do another support ticket because it didn't get answered and then do another support ticket the next day. That's going to clog up the support. This is what I recommend. You do an immediate support ticket, wait 3 days. If they have not addressed your issue, create another support ticket. Wait 3 days. If you still haven't got it after submitting a ticket, reach out to your sponsor. Notify your sponsor and let them know the 2 dates that you sent in the support ticket. I sent a support ticket on this date and this date. Maybe even if you have the time, that would be great. Save those emails that you receive because normally when you send an email to support, you get an email right back immediately stating, hey, confirmation, we received your email. Save those, all right? We might need those because I talked to Caesar and Caesar's like, look, if support's not doing their job, I need to know and there's people I need to fire. I will tell you, he said by February, March at the latest, there's going to be an entire support staff for every single issue. And it's going to be, I believe there's even going to be phone numbers that we're going to be able to call. So again, this is a very new company, less than a year old. Please just be patient with support. They're doing the best they can and they're working out. So, but then go to your sponsor and I ask your sponsor to send support a ticket. And in that, you're using your email address. So in case when they reply, you're getting the replies. But you want to put their email address in the email. So in other words, hey, John, whoever, his email address on file is this. His username is this. He sent in two support tickets on these dates for this issue that have gone unanswered. Can you please help him reply back to me? And now you're taking the reins. If that still doesn't work, then come to me. All right, I'm getting people coming straight to me, and I love everyone on my team, but quite honestly, we have a very, very large team. And I'm having people jump right over their sponsor, and texting me or calling me about these issues. And there has to be proper steps. Go to your sponsor first. Then they go to their sponsor. And then they would come to me. Unfortunately, between me, there's no others. It's me and then Caesar RV. And they want me to go directly to them. And they've asked me to go directly to them. But they get so busy. You gotta realize this is soon to be a multi-billion-dollar company. And for me to have access to the owner and the vice president It is absolutely incredible. I've got their cell phone numbers, and there's actually a couple of you guys that may have their cell phone numbers too. I beg you, please do not text them or call them. I don't know how you got their number, but if you, please don't give it out. Just don't use their number. Please don't text them. Please don't call them. They said, listen, we want you, the only person, to come to us. And quite frankly, guys, if they missed one withdrawal, I'm not gonna. And people are saying, hey, go to the owner or go right to RV. I can't do that. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not just going to, because they're already so slammed as it is. I'm not going to say, not that diminishes your issue, but they have much bigger problems that they're going with. So when I come to them, it's going to be something, okay, we've sent 3 support tickets on this date, this date, this date. Their sponsor has sent a support ticket, that kind of thing. So we need a record. We need that on file. I can't just say, hey, they created a support ticket 3 days ago, 4 days ago, and they haven't reached out. No, there has to be, we got to get that. So I hope that helps. We've got to get those in place. Then I can go to them and say, all right, this is getting ridiculous. It's been X amount of days, but rest assured, you're going to get your withdrawals. You're going to get paid. You're going to get your money. Okay, so I mentioned that about PGI being all-encompassing, all-global. Okay, buying a vanity number. As far as marketing, you guys saw my shirt. I've got other shirts and a jacket with that. This is key right here. So what we're doing, and again, Lynn Nicely's helping. He's actually heading this up. I bought a vanity number. And I've got their number right there in the chat. If you can choose to get a vanity number or not. It's $495 for a vanity number. That's actually the cheapest I found on the internet. Some places wanted $3,500. But it's your number. That's a one-time fee, and it's your number. So I got actually 866 EZ Bitcoin. And what I'm doing is I'm putting those on my business cards. And I'm putting them on magnets. Now, I want to do a screen share real quick, and I want to show you what these magnets look like. Hold on a minute. Let's see. I got them up right here. This is the business card. This is metal. This is a metal business card. They're expensive, but it's all about marketing. You give it a little paper business card, everyone has seen that. They've seen that before. That's not going to stick out. You give someone a metal card, they're not throwing that card away. I guarantee you they're not throwing that card away. They're like $4 though, so they're pretty pricey for a metal one. So I'm just ordering 100 of them at first. It's going to cost $400. It's well worth it. So that's the back. This is the front. That's just kind of a mock-up right there. That's what it's going to say. That's not an actual card right there. But that's the front of it. And then these are the magnets. Oh wait, that's another card. But notice, see how this card has the name engraved? That's what we're looking to do. That's what's gonna do. My name's gonna be engraved in that card. All this at the very bottom, international business, global finance. That's gonna be I believe that's engraved. Yeah, it sure looks like it is. I'm not 100% certain, but it has that appearance. Now, these are the different magnets, right? Oh, that's actually a mask. Getting masks made. I just purchased 250 of them. And if anyone wants a mask, again, send me an email. Let me know how many you want. I'll let you know what they are with the shipping. I'll ship them right to you. It says I make money with Bitcoin. I'll let you know how much they are and ship them to you. Now, this mask, the V up here and the V down there, that they sew together. So, but look how cool that mask would be, because with this pandemic, we have to wear masks anywhere we go. So why not be a walking billboard when we're walking around? And guess what? You need to have business cards in your pocket, because people are going to say, wow, yeah, I want to make money with Bitcoin. And then you give them one of those business cards, lights out. But I just wouldn't hand a business card out like, okay, here. I would stop and chat with them real briefly. And if you want to try to get their phone number. Get their number, because they can take your card and never call you, and you have no way of getting a hold of them. You can basically just say, listen, we use a software that trades Bitcoin. We're earning anywhere from 1% to 3% a day in Bitcoin. Have you seen the value of Bitcoin? It's jumped from $6,000 in March to $28,000 now in December or January, in less than a year. And experts are saying Bitcoin's going to hit 300,000. So I would say to get involved as soon as possible. And I would just leave it with them like that. Say, listen, if I can get your number, I can text you some videos, get their number, and then give them a card. If they still ask for a card, you can. Then this is the magnet. This is one of them. Whoa, this is. Let me bring this size down. Okay, so that's one style right there. I don't really care for that. That's going to go on my my truck. Also, what I've considered doing is getting another sports car. I unfortunately just sold my sports car before COVID hit to buy a couple houses, and then that didn't happen. So I'm kind of jonesing for another sports car. And so imagine you see a very nice sports car on the road. Your first thought is, I wonder what that guy does or that girl does for a living. If you had a small magnet on the back of that car that says, I make money with Bitcoin, ask me how, and then your phone number. Again, I would recommend a vanity phone number. There's a cost to marketing. Buy a vanity number now, because if you just had 407-675-9764, if they don't have a pen, they're not going to remember that, although they could pull out their phone and take a photo of it. But it's easy to remember. Oh, it's Easy Bitcoin. I remember that. I'm going to call that number right now. And then I have a professional person. I've got a company that has a voiceover via VoIP, I believe, and with a virtual assistant to leave a voicemail message, very professional message that I've got written out, and then they leave a number, their message, and I call them back. That is number one. Here's another magnet sample right here. I really like this one. I make money with Bitcoin. It doesn't even say, it just has Bitcoin there, and then but in my number it says Bitcoin, just in case someone's been on planet on the moon and they don't know what the Bitcoin logo is. It says Bitcoin in my number. So the third magnet, and I like this one too. Right here, I make money with Bitcoin, ask me how. Now these are magnets. You put them on the left and right side of your vehicle and on the back, because when you're stopped at lights, people see that. And Bitcoin is a hot topic right now, especially being $28,000. I guarantee you're going to get calls. You'll probably get at least 2 to 3 calls a day by just having these magnets on your car and just driving around. That's free. That's free advertisement. I mean, granted, you have to pay for the magnet, and the vanity number if you go that route, and then it's $10 a month to keep that vanity number going. But if you just go to the vanity123.com, they can hook you up with the third-party company that can do that. So that's what I wanted to show you. Also, someone had asked and requested information about texting. So if you look back, I do have the texting platform, and again, I will copy that, and let's see, that's the vanity number there. I'm gonna paste that for a texting platform. If you're interested in doing mass text messages that are like 100/10 of a penny per text. I mean, you could text 10,000 people for like $50 or $40 or something. It's very, very inexpensive. You just have to have the phone numbers, and we have other. But when you buy this texting platform, you buy it and it's yours and you own it. It comes with, I think, 20,000 cell phone numbers, and it has videos on how to set it up and everything. It's very, very simple. I can help if you want to do it, but that you can go there right there, earnbytexting.com. You can check that out. But again, it's a one-time fee. Once you buy that texting platform, it's yours, and it comes with 20,000 leads. So someone did ask about texting. Also, someone did ask about Fundwise, and I put it on there. Let me recopy it and paste it because people weren't seeing it at first. there's the FundWise information, and that's how you apply. So people, please copy that if you're interested in, and again, I'm not promoting this. I'm not saying to go out and do this, but if you are interested in getting a loan, what FundWise does is it goes by credit score. I think you have to have at least a 630, 620, 630 credit score, and then it's unsecured, and I believe you don't even have to, it's a stated income, so you don't even have to prove your income. What they do is it goes primarily off of your credit score. You can't have a bankruptcy within the last year, late payments, things like that, certain stipulations. And then if you're approved and you go there and you can get approved, it takes 5 minutes to get approved. And they'll let you know what you're approved for. So let's say, hypothetically, you wanted to do a $20,000 account. Or let's go big. Let's say you wanted to do a $100,000 account. Now again, I'm not encouraging people to do this. I'm not saying, hey, go out and do this. But again, it goes back to the fixed mindset or the growth mindset. Are you fixed where, I can't come out of my comfort zone, I'm not going to do that? Or are you going to have a growth mindset where it's like, you know what? I'm going to take a chance and really rock and roll, because with Lloyd's of London being incorporated here in January, and please, people stop texting me, when is Lloyd's of London happening? Do you have information on it? No, I don't. But as soon as I get information, that's the beauty about our team, is I let everybody know. So don't have any information about Lloyd's of London, but there could be information this Saturday on the call when RV gets on it. So I encourage everyone to be on Super Saturday's call, and I think it's every other week, not every week. He used to do every week. So with Lloyd's of London coming on, you could insure any agreement that's $10,000 or more. Hypothetically, you would think that's guaranteed to get back your money. But we are told there are no guarantees in life, right? I'm not guaranteed tomorrow, or we are. No one is. But I don't see how that's not a guarantee to get back your funds. I don't know. I mean, Lloyd's of London has been in business for 400 years, and they're stronger than a bank. They're just a bunch of investors that will insure policies and things like that. So let's say hypothetically you want to get a $100,000 account. Your credit is great. FundWise takes all that information. They might find 10 credit card companies that give you $10,000 credit each. And anytime you get a new credit card, they work the deal. FundWise does this for you. They find cards that are going to give you 12 to 18 months interest-free. Think about that. 12 to 18 months interest-free. You still have your payment each month, and I think it said it's about 2%. I think it's 2 or 4% of what your loan value is. So let's say you did $100,000, your payments would be either $2,000 or $4,000 a month on that, but there's no interest. And with credit cards, you get checks, and you can actually write $10,000 check at $10,000 and build money that way to get $100,000. Do a $100,000 account, insure it by Lloyd's of London, so you know. I don't want to use the word guarantee, right? But it's insured by Lloyd's of London, and then you just, after the very first month, when your first month payment is due, you've already made $28,000, or $28,000 to $38,000 that first month. So can you afford a $2,000 payment? Sure, you can pay a quarter of that off, and that's the goal. After 3 months, you pay all of that off. Whatever loan you get, you pay it off, and now it's all house money moving forward. So that's kind of that's FundWise. You can choose to go that route or not. But what I wanted to do also is I wanted to bring in a testimony real quick. And again, if anyone has any questions, please type it in to the question bar at the chat. But I'd like to bring in Marty Philman. He's a good friend of mine. We've been doing business for a while. And I tell you, he is so excited. He's more excited about this than anything else, I think. I don't want to talk for him, but I think in his life, as far as business goes, you see him. You are unmuted, Marty. I think Marty is in his his garage right now, or his shop, and it's interesting because he said PGI is going to get me out of this shop, and that's pretty powerful because there's no doubt in my mind it will. So Marty, are you on the call?
I'm here, man.
I hear you loud and clear.
Yeah, so I'm super stoked, super excited. This is the best thing that's ever happened to me. Dr. Marty sponsored me. You mentioned him. He started working on me in March, and I wish I would have listened then, but I'm so busy with my day-to-day business. I just kept putting him off. Yeah, right. Yeah, make 1% a day. Sure. I wasn't believing it really. So he started sending me screenshots, and I said, okay, well, I'll try it. I put $1,000 in, and sure enough, ka-ching, 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 every day, 7 days a week, it's paying me. So I said, okay, I'll do 5,000. Sure enough, I'm making about $50 a day. Bam, 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 bam. So then I did two $10,000 accounts. And recently I did a 20. And so I'm making about $500 a day right now. I mean, that's more than I make in my business. And I'm going to be 67 years old in February. And I've been thinking about retirement. I'm thinking, how in the world can I get rid of this business and retire? I could just throw away the business, really, the way things are going, because I'm $8,000 away from doing a $50,000 account. So I'll be into about $1,000 a day. That's 7 days a week, 365 days a year. You can do the math. That's a lot of money. So I want to tell a brief story, if I got a minute.
Sure.
So when we first went out to Vegas, and I had a connecting flight on the way back from Dallas. I had a few hours there, and this guy walks up to me, and we look at each other, and it's a business guy here in Polack that I've known forever. We do business together and stuff, and he buys stuff for my company. Anyway, he said, "What are you doing here?" And I told him the story where about PGI and everything. And this guy's got plenty of money, assets, stocks. He has silver. He has all kind of investments. And then when I told him about it, I showed him on my phone what I was making and everything. And I said, "What do you think about this?" I said, "What would you come in at?" He said, "Well, I'd probably come in at $10,000 if I did it." So anyway, a couple of days go by, I call him, a couple follow-up calls, and he says, "I don't know. I'm going to wait to see what happens with the election." And now he's saying, "I'll wait to see what happens with the first of the year." Well, if he would have put $10,000, just $10,000 in at that time, I think Bitcoin was around 10, 11, 12,000, whatever it was. I did some math, and he would have made like $12,000 on that 10,000, even if he didn't sponsor anybody. And Bitcoin has doubled, almost tripled since then. So he would have made about $20,000 to $30,000 while he's waiting for the election to happen. Yeah. And I tell people, Bitcoin isn't going anywhere. It doesn't matter who's in the White House. Bitcoin is here to stay. And so you make money 3 different ways. You make money by, your 1% per day. You make money by sponsoring people, and you make money on Bitcoin when it gets into your e-wallet. I mean, it's a no-brainer. So yeah, I'm really stoked. I'm really happy, and thank you, Dane. Dane, you've been great help to me when I've needed some help. Dr. Marty's been great. It's a great team. We sell each other Bitcoin when we need it. It's a great thing. And what I really like about it is 2 things. I don't have time to do day trading and stuff. PGI does that. You don't have to do any of that. So it works for me perfectly. I can run my business, and it makes me money every day. The other great thing about it is you're helping other people. You get them involved, and you change their lives. And I mean, it's a win-win situation. So I'm really happy, and thank you for letting me do the little testimonial.
Sure, absolutely. Thank you, Marty, for doing that. And that's a great point. Is people are like, well, I'm going to wait for my tax return, or I'm going to wait for, and you're right. It's like you're missing out on time right now that it could be trading, making money for you. That's very important. And I wanted to bring this up also because another question I get is, I haven't gotten paid today on my trading. Keep in mind the trading is about a day and a half behind. So in other words, what's today? Today's Wednesday. So we're going to get paid for Monday or Tuesday today. And sometimes they get behind. Sometimes they're a day and a half behind. So don't freak out. Please just be patient. It will show up in your back office. It'll show up where you'll get paid. So it has to go through a full trading cycle, and then the system knows how much money you made for that day. Now you're not going to get paid that same day because it hasn't cycled through yet. Once it cycles, then you got the next day and it starts trading for the next day, and then you'll get paid as it's trading the next day in that cycle. Sometimes there is a little lag, and I have seen sometimes it's taken about a day and a half or so. So be patient with that. One other quick story, kind of a funny, I don't know if you want to call it funny, it's kind of ironic. I don't see any questions here, so we'll probably end with this. I would always tell people in other programs, and I've mentioned it in this one, that PGI Global can be 100% passive. Like Marty was saying, you don't have to bring in anyone. And what I've said is, I said, look, technically you could go into a coma for 6 months and wake up, and now you've doubled your money and not do anything. Well, lo and behold, one of our reps, the reps that I personally sponsored, got hit with COVID back in October and went into a coma for about 30 days. And I just talked to him 2 days ago. He gets out today, and actually, he finally gets out of the hospital after 48 days or 45 days out of the hospital. He gets out today. He logged into his account yesterday. I had him logged into his account, and he was floored with the money that was in, that just accumulated. So now he's in a situation. I think he had like two or three $1,000 accounts, and he's got over $4,000 waiting for him. So if you think about it, this is the ingenious about PGI, is that he can only take out $500 a week. So it's going to take him about 8 to 12 weeks to get that money out. So guess what he's doing when he gets out, I think on this Friday? He's going to upgrade to a 5,000. Because once he upgrades to a 5,000, he's got over 4,000 waiting for him. So it's not going to cost him 5,000. I mean, at first it will, but he's getting all that back in 2 weeks. So that's what I love about PGI. It just encourages growing and upgrading your trading accounts. So I got a couple questions here. Will there be a stop to withdrawals unless the KYC is completed tomorrow? I would say no. We haven't heard anything, but I think the call on Saturday with RB is going to be very telling. So please get on that call. I think December was our kind of grace period because we've all known that you got to get KYC approved. So December is our grace period. I do realize some people are having issues getting KYC approved, and they're submitting support tickets. Again, wait 3 days. If they don't reply, submit another support ticket. Wait 3 days. Go to your sponsor, and we've got time to get you KYC approved for whatever the issue is. So I seriously doubt he's going to do it on the first week in January. He'll probably still give a grace period. But please make sure everyone gets KYC approved because you might run into some hiccups. With the text marketing, if someone says they're interested, do you ask for their email or send them the link and info by text? So yeah, if someone's interested, I will normally text back. I've got a nice little powerful text because everyone reads text messages, and I just send something back. And typically what I would send back is like Marty had done. You take screenshots of your trading on your phone. Log into PGI on your phone, go to your trading, and take the last 10 days screenshots. And now you have it. And that is something I would text. I'd say, this is what I'm earning passively. If you need one of my accounts or a larger account, I've got a 50. I'm about to do a 500 in March. So if you guys want to use some of that for marketing purposes, I don't mind taking screenshots of what that account's making, and you can use that. You could say, look, this is. You don't even have to say it's yours. I mean, you could probably basically text them and say, this is what we're earning passively, and send them that. And it'll blow their mind. And I'm only saying that to maybe those that are just getting started that might only have $100 or a $500 account, which now you guys have seen there's a silver, there's a 200 and a $400 dollar account available now, a 200 and a 400. which is a silver package. So, and if you're just getting started or you want a real powerful package, I don't mind sending you a screenshot of my 50,000 and soon to be my 300,000 when that probably up. It's probably going to be not till March. I'll probably do 100 in January and then bump up to the 500 in March. So that's all the questions, and we are at 50 minutes. So I like to keep these no longer than 45. So I appreciate everyone. I want everyone to have a happy New Year. We are going to have a call next Wednesday as well, as usual, every Wednesday at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Get your team on this call. I record all of them, and I'll send out the recording on the Telegram group. So if anyone on this call is not on Telegram, download Telegram onto your phone and ask your sponsor to add you to the Telegram group. It's called the A-Team. Thanks to Gary Wood. That's his. He came up with that, and he's kind of running that Telegram group, and he's doing a great job. So I see he's on the call. So appreciate you, Gary, for coming on the call and for everything that you're doing. So all right, guys, thanks so much. Have a happy New Year, and we will talk to you next year. Take care.